Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell. I'd appreciate it majorly. So I'm here to tell you who the author of this book coming out called A Warning by some anonymous author. It's the same author who penned the anonymous op-ed back in September of 2018 at the New York Times saying, I am part of the resistance. Okay, and I'm going to make this quick, who I think it is. And actually, I had said who I thought wrote that article back then, and I have a different opinion now, okay? I had said that I said pretty confidently, like I normally do, that it was Nikki Haley. But I think it was meant to look like it was Nikki Haley because they referenced John McCain, and it might have even been a reference to Lindsey Graham in there. You know, Nikki Haley's the former governor of South Carolina. Lindsey Graham is a senator from South Carolina. And there was a couple other references that made me believe it was her and it was her and a woman. Whatever. I think it was written in such a way to make it look like it was her. And I no longer think that. I think I'll just get right to the damn point. I think it's Andrew McCabe. I do. I think that's who is the author of this book. And I think that for a number of reasons. I thought it before I started reading some of the articles about it, and just some of the different things actually kind of confirm what I believe. One is that Matt Latimer and Keith Urban, I think they're co-agents on the book. They were also Jim Comey's agent in his tell-all book, and some other guy named former aide of the Trump administration, former Trump aide Cliff Sims, who I have no idea who that is. But Jim Comey, obviously, he was the director of the FBI, and McCabe was the deputy director of FBI. So, and also at the same time, and CNN broke the story, and they got an exclusive advance, just picture of the cover, not a copy of the book. But they were the first and the only ones to actually get that. He's a paid contributor over at CNN, and there's some reporting on that he didn't take us. He gave up a 7-figure signing bonus or advance on the book. And that he's donating a big percentage of the proceeds to the Washington Correspondents Association, for the press. So those two things actually lead me to believe that these are the things that make me think it is McCabe, and I do think it's McCabe. So I think Trump knows it is too. Here, one of the major things is this is definitely not anybody who has future political ambitions. Believe me, that's guaranteed, and I never considered that before. Because basically, whoever this is, once it's found out, they're not going to be commended for it. I mean, because they're hiding. Why aren't they just coming out and doing it? It's definitely not. It's somebody who Trump has dirt on, and I think McCabe is one of them. You all know that I think Trump and Hillary Clinton fixed the 2016 election, and I think McCabe is a longtime associate of the Clintons. There's many different connections to the Clintons, but the one that's widely reported is that his wife ran for state senate in Virginia. Terry McAuliffe, who's a longtime friend and associate of the Clintons for a long time. Former head of the DNC and also former governor of Virginia, donated like $500,000 from his super PAC to her campaign, which failed. But just illustrating the connections between McCabe and the Clintons, and that Trump has dirt on McCabe, And so basically, and they still have not concluded whether or not they're going to, whether or not he's going to be indicted for. I don't remember exactly whether it's sharing classified information or something like that. But the U.S. attorney that's overseeing that still hasn't made a decision on that, and it's still pending. So basically, my point is that this is somebody. It's not somebody like Nikki Haley or somebody that has future political ambitions. No way. It's somebody that Trump has dirt on. I think Trump knows it's him. This is like a real weird game of chicken that's going on between Hillary and Trump and other people that are, Trump basically kind of owns because he's got dirt on them and because they're all wrapped up in this conspiracy, and none of them can, out each other, because then they out themselves. And so he also, he basically announced the book deal himself, McCabe, that he's already, released. It's called Threat, or The Threat. Something about how we fight terror, how we defend the country in the times of terror and Trump, something like that was released, I think, in February of 2019, sold 109,000 copies. But he announced that book deal, I think September 18th, that's 13 days, September 18th, 13 days after the op-ed was written. That timing, I think there could have been dual book deals, and he did that to basically, hide the fact of this other book deal. But that's who I think it is. That's who I think the author of. It's just another theory, just theoretical. It's just my opinion. Who I think the author of this book, A Warning, anonymous. I think it's Andrew McCabe, the former deputy director of the FBI, and that's the story there. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.